Amashnanatuch enchash nenaktush inkakushin, Lilwat Ulkan, Statliam Kan, Uchamiuch, Shamat Squatchicha, Tanina Williams. It's nice to be here with you and to talk about Turtle Island and to talk about little white ways of knowing and being. The story you're going to hear today is so beautiful and so powerful and meaningful in so many ways. When I was reading it, I felt this deep sense of like I just needed to cry because it's so beautiful and so powerful. And the images that I get from this story just show me how strong and resilient and hopeful we are as human beings. And I want to share a story with you. It's not about Lil Wet's story of creation. In this, create the creation of Turtle Island, but the creation of man. And the story is, I want to share this to kind of give you a perspective of what this means and how we relate to the creation around us and the creation that we live amongst, right? So there's a time when the Creator had created all these animals, and he was wanting to talk to them about the next creature that he would create. So he called them to have a sharing circle, and they were all sitting there, and the Creator says, I'm going to create this creature, and he describes this creature in great detail and what they're about and how they'll be created to be they'll be able to create as well. But they'll need some help along the way. And they were sitting there, and so they start to share, and they're taking turns and they're sharing. And the bear says, there's some things I really want to talk about before we move forward in this. He says, I feel like I'm very similar to this new creature you're creating. Because at the time, we believed that the bear walked on his back legs. And the bear says, I'm kind of like this creature in some ways. Like I walk on my back legs and I eat berries and I eat salmon and I eat, some things are similar in the way we live. I think that my choice now is that I should live on all fours so that we see a clear distinction of our differences. And I will have my own way of being, right? So they're going around sharing and it kind of provokes this conversation, right? And then it gets to the Sasquatch, because we believe in Sasquatches, or Lil'wat people believe in Sasquatches, or some people of the Lil'wat people believe in Sasquatches. I shouldn't claim all. Everybody has their choice, right? But the Sasquatch, and I'm telling you like how I heard this story. We all have a choice on what we believe. And so the Sasquatch says, I'm very similar to this man. I'm going to give it away. It's man, right? I'm very similar to this creature you're going to be creating. But I know that there's definitely some differences. And I think that I will live in secret places. I don't want to be known by this man. I want to live and have my life separate and different. Okay, so he won't, uh, he doesn't want to really be helpful to man. And so all the animals share in the circle how they want to help man and to be able to move forward. And when we pair this little bit of this creation story with you with this other story that you've heard of, that you're going to hear of the from the Anishinaabe people about Turtle Island, I want you to think about your relationship with the land around you, with the plants and the animals, and with each other. And how do you reconcile that? How do you have reciprocity with that? I think it's so important. And so when myself as a plant gatherer, when I go out onto the land to gather plants, I take some water or I take a gift and I give it to that place and I say, thank you to the Creator for creating this plant so that I may have medicine, so that I will have food. And then I say, thank you to the plant for giving its life so that I could have these things. And I give that gift. So to me, that's what reciprocity is. It's about my relationship of my taking and my giving back. We can't have one without the other, otherwise there's this disconnection. And we can have reciprocity in all kinds of ways in our life. Reciprocity with the land, reciprocity with other people, reciprocity with the conflicting thoughts in our mind, and reciprocity when it comes to learning. And we can have it in all ways. And when we think about that, we have 4 ways of being: our mind, our heart, our soul, and our physical body. How do we have that reciprocity in all parts of our life? Thank you so much for today, and I hope this helps you in your learning.